Hello. So the idea is how to teach or how to learn math in 3 hours. Is it that possible? It sounds kind of exaggerating. And I'm going to explain here why and how we should do this. Of course, nobody can claim here that in 3 hours you can learn all the math in the world. Definitely not. Nobody can learn in one life everything which is needed to know about math. But what we can do is, as fast as possible, we can grasp what is most important. Myself, I was trying to teach my kids. They were homeschooled, and I was looking for the best and most efficient way. And I think I succeeded, but it took me several years of efforts and thinking about how to do that. I used to, and I'm still doing math teaching besides the other jobs, but at home I wanted to teach my kids faster than normal because they were inclined mostly to perform arts, music, drawing, videos, definitely any other things. And I wanted them to enjoy their childhood without struggling too much. So I've been looking for the best solution, and I think I found it, at least considering the fact that my three older kids, they succeeded well in college, and at the end of, they got enrolled in high school at the end of their learning period, in teenage period anyway, and they performed very well there. And I think they have the knowledge necessary to do it further. My oldest son is in college right now. He passed the GED test. By the way, I have also, it's here actually, online course for GED, prepare for GED math in only 3 hours also. He followed this course and he got a very high score. And but right now I offer several courses, math in 3 hours. That means we have here algebra, geometry, advanced arithmetic, and even calculus. Each one will take 3 hours. How did we do that? Well, I've been looking for the best way to organize the material. And let's see, I just logged in here in the algebra course. How is it possible to learn Algebra I and Algebra II in a very short time? Well, first of all, you have to consider the fact that this works well, especially for whoever already has some knowledge, but couldn't understand very well and doesn't have a clear map of the whole thing, and disparate knowledge here and there. And that will help. Those kind of people will be really helped by this course. After 3 hours, which I don't recommend to do it all of these 3 hours, all of them in the same time, the same day. It's the best way is to do about 20 minutes a day, whenever you feel, whenever you like, and that will take, of course, about 9 days. But if you do it 20 minutes a day, half an hour, let's say, with the test at the end. So this is how this, first of all, what is important here is that we have a very well organized material here. There are 3 hours. I'm going to show this review, all the lessons we offer, organized by hour. So the first hour we have 3 groups of lessons. Each lesson is 5 minutes, an average. For instance, here we have Intro to Algebra. Then we have 3 lessons here, and the last one is practice test. After these lessons, which take about 20 minutes, the last one is solving a few problems. After that, the student is supposed to take a test with a few problems to solve. Paying attention to these videos, and especially to the practice test, will enable the student to do it properly. So we have 3 groups, 20 minutes each, a total of 60 minutes for the first hour. The same thing is on the second hour, and again on the third hour. Okay, so first of all, we selected the most important parts of algebra. In this case, there are 7 topics that are right here. I'm not going to read all of them, they're just here, from starting with polynomials and ending with inequalities. If somebody knows the theory of these 7 topics and can solve certain problems, medium difficulty, related to all these 7 subjects, then I can say that that person is quite solid about algebra. And this can be mastered in quite a short time if everything is well organized. And starting with this, let's say we extracted from the whole thing the most important subjects. This is the first benefit, the first feat we actually came up with. And it helped a lot. Whoever I was tutoring about understood better, got the kind of picture better and easier to remember. Of course, here we have several rules and formulas. We don't try to make it too complex and memorize too much. If you know this and if you know this, you are going to do well. People who never learned algebra but are quite okay with arithmetic will also have a solid, strong foundation and understand. But probably the best will work for those who already got the idea, but they are quite confused and don't know exactly how to get the best of it. All right. Another thing here is that the fact that you can go back to any of these lessons whenever you need, and the time is well organized again. Also, if you passed a test at the end of each, let's say here, okay, all right, let me just go here. So if we pass the test with a low grade, you can go back. I mean, the program which is done here will invite you to try again. It's not necessary, but it might be better. It's suggested that you should try that lesson, that group of lessons again, because you performed pretty bad. You got a low test, lower than let's say 70. And one other thing is that you don't really need to watch all the videos here. If you think you already know about the topics which are described here, terms and polynomials and polynomials multiplication and fractions factoring and this, then you can go straight to the test and see if you can do it. If you can't, just go back and then watch the videos, especially the last one, which will explain how to solve some problems. All right, another thing is that this CPR, what they call CPR, 3 things here, which is are always included on each group of lessons. Connectivity principle is that we have to get a map, a picture of the whole thing. And here it's explained pretty well. The objects on algebra, the operations, and also the 7 topics and how they are kind of connected to each other. It's a picture to understand better what is the whole thing about. And usually nobody does that, and we did it, and we had good success with the students which follow this. Then we have problems based on the watch and solve principle, and you can try the problem yourself. If you cannot do it, then you can watch how to solve, and it helps definitely. I even said that if this won't help, nothing will, but it should. All right. And the last thing is the repetition, review. You can keep going to these videos, lessons, and the whole thing, the way it's organized, it really helps to get it done fast. You can do it in one day if you have the power of concentration, focus, but I would suggest to, half an hour a day. I mean, one of these topics here, intro to algebra one day, the other one, and these are all together 9, total of 9 topics. So these 7 topics include, and we add an introduction and a conclusion at the end. And if you do it in this space, it's even better. But as I said, you can try it in one day, especially if, for instance, if you have a test and you need to take it and very fast, let's say in a couple of days, you can rush and follow this course, and it should help. Definitely, we believe that we did a good job here organizing the material in such a way that it should help any student. Thanks for watching.